Good day, everybody. Yesterday, when we were here, we were examining these two exercises. And of course, if you look here carefully, each term has an m in it, unlike the first one. So, what I want to bring to your attention is that the exponents in the m, as you can see, are 3, 2, and 1. So, I'm just trying to further highlight today what is in existence here with the y's now that are similar to the m's. And in this case, here, you're being asked to factorize y to the fourth plus y to the seventh minus y to the 10th. So in other words, what has to be done here? First of all, you have to look for the lowest exponent that is in existence here, and that's going to be the term with the HCF. So in other words, your HCF here is y to the fourth, y to the fourth, and from there, you're going to go and recall or do our multiplication and division to just verify that as we move forward is being done correctly. So let's go. So let's go and divide what's y to the fourth into itself. But you know that when two quantities are dividing and they're the same, the result is always 1. So we have this one covered already, right? And in this case here, we want to know y to the fourth divided by y to the seventh gives you what? So in other words, you really want to know 4 plus what gives you 7, and the exponent is 3. So whenever you're multiplying bases that are the same, you always add the exponents. This is applicable to this situation. And finally, we're going to go and experience that again. Uh, what is y to the fourth divided by y to the 10th? Instead of me, you want to know what's 4 plus what gives you 10, and the result is 6. So in other words, if you look carefully, sorry, if you look carefully, we're going to have, or we can check it back by distributing y to the fourth times 1 is y to the fourth. We get back to the original by checking. Y to the fourth times y to the third. Whenever you're multiplying, the bases are the same. You add the exponents, so you write back the y, and 4 plus 3 is 7. And y to the fourth times y to the sixth, because we have our negative sign, of course, we just brought it down. 4 plus 6 is 10. And that's how you deal with this. So the orientations of these different algebraic expressions to be factorized, they have a lot of variations. But of course, by the time we finish with them, you're going to be familiar with all of them. Let's go and examine this guy here now. It's a trinomial, but basically we have to factorize it. So in other words, what's going to be happening here? I will I can do this in one line, but we're going to do it a few lines to help some folks out along the way. First of all, you got to find two numbers. When you multiply them, you get 32. And when you add them, you get 12. What two numbers do you think when you multiply, you can get 32? And when you add them, you can get 12. Anybody wants to make a check? Let's see all the pairs we could multiply and get 32. You have 1 and 32, 2 and 16, 3, 4 and 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we have all of them here, right? So which pair you think could possibly work if you look carefully here? We have 1 and 32, 2 and 16, 4 and 8. If we try to add up 1 and 32, we will not get 12. If we try to add up 2 and 16, we will not get 12. But of course, when you multiply, you get in 32. So now if we look carefully here, we have what? 4 and 8. I'm going to put 4 plus 8 here is 12. And 4 times 8 is 32. So 4 and 8 is the pair. There you go. Right. So from there now what we're going to do is go through the process of expanding it and so on and so on. So we're going to have That the middle term is going to expand, so you're going to have that 12x becomes about 4x plus 8x plus 32, and it doesn't matter if you write 8x first, you're going to still get the same results. And from there, you're going to put them in pairs. I like to call this the spectacle impression. Going to draw a pair of spectacles so you can see them in pairs. And we're going to go and factorize in pairs. So now those what's coming in the first pair. Oh, we were doing factorization. Yes, we're going to apply that now. What's coming in the first pair if you look carefully? There's the x's along right, but the one with the first power, so you're going to pull that x outside here. So you're going to have x times, we still focus on the first pair, x into x squared is what? X. Because you can remember that x times x is x squared, and x into 4x is what? 4, because x times 4 is 4x. We finish the first pair. Could we go on to the second pair? Yeah, let's go on to the second pair. What's what's in this parentheses here? Go into this parentheses here. And we want to know what times this gives us the second pair. And seeing as though this first number is the clue for now. So that's number is 8. Let's go and check now to see if we're correct. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. 8 times x is 8x. 8 times 4 is 32. So this has a, you have to factorize twice or thrice. So let's go and check it out again. What's common in this line here now? What's common? I'm going to draw a line on it so you could tell me what's common again. X plus 4. And what do we remain with? We should erase those 2x plus 4's. X plus 8. Is that okay? So please note what has happened here when you factorize a quadratic trinomial looking like this. When we come tomorrow, we're going to go and examine when the signs are negative in the quadratic trinomial, what do you do? Thank you very much. You can visit back the video, what you would have missed. You could always catch up on that. God bless you and see you at the top. Take care.